On stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager vanished from known space. It was transported 70,000 light-years across the galaxy and cut off from Starfleet. To protect the ship from the unexplored Delta Quadrant, Chief of Security Tuvok created an elite strike force, the Hazard Team. After 7 years, Captain Janeway found a shortcut home, the Borg Transwarp Hub. Armed with technology from the future, Voyager attacked the Borg Armada and hurtled into an unstable transwarp conduit, heading for the Alpha Quadrant. But the Borg Queen had other plans. A Borg Sphere captured Voyager and imprisoned the ship in a dampening field. Lieutenant Alex Monroe and the Hazard Team would have to sabotage the Borg Sphere. The Hazard Team would free Voyager's crew or watch them be assimilated.
The Borg will not attack you until you prove to be a threat. That should give you time to reach Subjunction 37, where you'll find the 3 dampening field generators.
Got it. Let's go.
Today, there's too much anti-lepton interference.
Just boost the signal.
That's dangerous.
Commander Tuvok, Hazard Team requests permission to get going.
Beam them out.
Telsia. Shell. Monroe to Tuvok. Where's the rest of my team?
Chell here. What a rough ride. I think I have transporter shock.
Status.
The interference must have separated us. We're lucky it didn't...
Status, Chell.
Unharmed, but queasy. My tricorder located you. I'll meet you in...
Chell, report!
Just my luck. Force fields. I'm trapped.
We'll find you. Monroe out. Stay close, Jane.
Telsia here. I'm scouting out the generators.
Good. Keep me posted.
There's another one.
Is irrelevant. Resistance is futile.
Cover me.
Monroe? Where are you? Monroe, over here! I can't modulate this yellow force field from here. Use your tricorder on that control panel. Could you use your tricorder on that control panel? It's on the wall beside the yellow force field. The force field's down. Thanks.
Prove ourselves.
The green force field just went down. Excellent work.
Let's find Telsia.
There's Voyager. Trapped.
I wish I was back there, recalibrating antimatter containment fields.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
They're active.
Use iMods. The Borg can't adapt to them.
Resistance is futile.
Monroe!
Chang!
Our iMods. The Borg must be jamming them.
Monroe to Voyager. The Borg took Chang. Beam him out.
His signal is too weak. Find him and eliminate nearby sources of interference, possibly force fields.
Understood. Chell, locate Chang.
I've sent his location to your tricorder. He's in a maturation chamber for assimilation.
Telsia to Monroe. I found a Borg relay node. Accessing their computer system.
Good. The Borg took Chang. We'll find you after he's safe.
Chang is below us, but the only lift control panel is up here.
Stay here and operate the lift. I'll get Chang. Didn't I order you to stay close?
Get out!
Negative. I'm shutting this force field down. Don't go anywhere.
Resistance is futile.
Monroe to Voyager. Beam Chang out.
Monroe, there's a force field up here we'll need to get through. My scans indicate the power source is on your level. That knocked out the force field up here.
Okay, Chell.
Yes, sir.
Ensign Chang is safe. Locate Ensign Murphy and complete your primary objective.
Nice job, Monroe.
Let's go find Telsia.
Monroe, I've accessed their computer system. I'm researching those generators.
Telsia's ahead.
Telsia.
Can you disable this force field?
I don't see a way.
I'm retrieving the location of the generators.
There's another one!
Can't be good.
She's trapped in there.
Monroe, blast distribution node.
Resistance is futile.
Back off. Thanks, Monroe. I've found the dampening field generators. They're up in subjunction 37 near the Borg central plexus.
Good job.
They beamed in right after I decrypted data about new drone technology.
That must be some important data. They didn't beam in even when we were shooting up the place.
That means they classified us as a threat. This just got messy.
We need to get on the lift to subjunction 37. I fed the location to your tricorder.
There's another one.
Prove ourselves.
Cover me!
Alex? What is it, Alex? We should move on.
Resistance
Look out!
is futile.
Look out! Ooh. Look out!
Is irrelevant.
Sorry, no time to talk.
resist is futile.
Monroe to Voyager. How's Chang?
The doctor expects him to make a full recovery.
We're proceeding to the dampening field generator so we can release Voyager. Monroe out.
Looks like the Borg want to play.
There's another one! Cover me!
There's another one!
Monroe, that force field has a control console.
Cover me. I'll disable it with my tricorder.
That node was jamming us. Our iMods work again. Over there!
To improve ourselves.
Got one! Cover me.
We've got contacts. Incoming!
Resistance is futile.
There's another one!
Resistance is futile.
There's another one.
Look! One of the 3 generators!
Shut it down, Joe.
It's resisting modulation. Monroe, use your tricorder on the generator's panel. The 2 of us can trigger a degenerative feedback loop.
find the 2 remaining generators.
Look out!
Resistance is futile. Strength is irrelevant. Reason.
Over there!
A second generator. That's 2 generators down.
The Borg have come out of their regeneration cycle. They're adapting to our new shield technology. We don't have much time.
We've got contact! There's another one! Can I help you? Look out! Look out!
We are the Borg.
Over there!
Watch out!
Incoming drones!
There's another one!
We've got contacts!
Another distribution node vaporized. The third generator!
Monroe to Voyager. How's that dampening field?
It has dissipated. Voyager is ready to depart.
3 to beam out. Monroe to Voyager. Where's my team, Tuvok?
They are safe on Voyager. We are having difficulty transporting you through the anti-lepton interference. We had to send your pattern back to the Borg vessel.
Where in the Borg vessel?
The Borg's central plexus. Your primary objective is to avoid alerting them to your presence.
Too late.
Existence as you know it is over. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile.
Recalibrating transporters.
Forget it. Get Voyager out.
We are staying until you are on board.
That's not logical. Go, before they regenerate the dampening field.
Mission. Resist. Futile.
Assimilation is futile.
Voyager to Monroe. The interference is gone. Prepare for transport.
Okay, Voyager. Let's go home.
A satisfactory outcome. Starfleet is reasonably pleased.
Reasonably?
Here are your new assignments. Telsia, you will command the security force on the USS Dallas. Chell...
You're breaking up the hazard team?
Precisely. Chell, you are assigned to the research outpost in the Guernica system.
Not even a starship?
Precisely. Monroe, I've assigned you to teach small group tactics here at Starfleet Academy.
You also assigned Tuvok to teach math?
Monroe is nursemaiding cadets?
Precisely. That is his best use.
Saving lives is no longer useful?
Read Janeway's report. She said the hazard team is a vital asset.
Precisely. Vital to the Delta Quadrant. Your so-called hazard team relied on non-regulation tactics.
And no so-called star bases for backup.
Precisely. Here in the Alpha Quadrant, traditional away teams are sufficient.
The hazard team takes missions that are too hot for traditional away teams.
There is no hazard team.
Oh, yes, there is. And it outnumbers you.
What? What was that?
Everyone calm down. Stemmons, what Captain Janeway prized was our ability to improvise flexible tactics for any situation.
Precisely. Such extemporaneous tactics are no longer appropriate. You should be grateful we have a place for you at all. Why aren't you grateful for a chance to relax after 7 long years of strife? I don't understand this at all.
Precisely. You don't understand. At all.
I can't believe he's disbanding the hazard team.
Come on, Monroe. Just give me 5 minutes alone with him.
So you can be thrown into the brig?
Chang's right. We have to do something.
How do incompetent people end up with such important jobs?
Maybe we can get him fired for being a hack.
Whoa! Even Chell wasn't this bloodthirsty fighting the Borg.
I'm going to file an appeal with Starfleet Command. Someone in the chain of command will listen to reason.
And if that doesn't work?
Then we make some hard choices.
Damn.
Lieutenant Monroe, you have a visitor waiting for you at the main entrance.
The subject of your reassignment is closed, Lieutenant.
Chang.
I'll see you up there, Monroe. They can't keep a guy like you dirtside.
Chell.
So, do you really think Telsia has a chance of getting Starfleet to reverse this decision?
Cadet.
Hello, sir.
Ground level. Sir.
I'm glad Voyager made it back safely. What an amazing high point to a career in Starfleet.
Sir.
It's good to have you back in the Alpha Quadrant.
Greetings, Lieutenant.
Tuvok, what are you doing here?
I had time for a brief stopover on my way to Vulcan. Congratulations on your new assignment.
Thanks, but I don't want to leave active duty for teaching.
There are few jobs more important than teaching. But I will explain your plight to my colleagues.
Thanks, Tuvok. I just think I can be of better use out there.
The Academy offers contact with many prominent people. Demonstrations of talent and initiative do not go unnoticed.
Commander Tuvok, please report to Launch Pad 2.
It was an honor to serve with you.
The honor was mine, Lieutenant Monroe. Live long and prosper.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the Headmaster's office. Professor Ellis, please report to hydroponics. Intermediate Board theory classes have been canceled. Contact Professor Twombly for an updated schedule.
Seventh floor. Ground level.
Professor Harcourt, please report to the nonlinear chronometrics lab.
Cadet?
Yes, sir?
Can you believe it? Voyager returned after being gone all those years.
I wonder what it was like, being stranded so far from home all that time.
I'd love to sit down and talk with them about their adventures.
Yeah.
They must be in demand all over the Federation.
An officer from that ship must have his pick of assignments.
After all that excitement, I don't know how they could ever go back to normal duties.
Cleanup teams required in the xenobiology lab. Professor Zarthros, please report to xenolinguistics.
Sir, we have some questions about the exam. What are your questions? Why do you put so much emphasis on Cochrana's theories?
Cochrane provides the foundation for all warp technology. His theories open space to humanity and still compose the basis for Federation ship technology.
But his theories are almost 300 years old. It's hard to imagine a time without warp technology, or that humans were ever that backwards.
They weren't backward, just unenlightened.
That's our point, sir. That culture created Zephyrin Cochrane. So how could his work still have relevance?
Fail to understand the past, and you can never see the future.
I have an easier time with Cochrane's theories than with the early Vulcan warp technology.
The work of Dr. Leia Brahms is a lot more accessible.
While Dr. Brahms' work is necessary reading and very informative, you still need to maintain a fundamental understanding of Dr. Cochrane's work.
I still think it's a waste of time. We'll never really break new ground by relying on ancient theories.
And we'll never make progress without building on the past.
But we've gone far past Vulcan technology.
Every race in the Federation makes its contribution.
Can we at least study someone from this century?
Or this planet?
Remember, ex astris scientia, from the stars' knowledge.
Headmaster's office.
I swear that it's all right. You have my I really want to see what it's like.
You have to understand, most Betazoids hate using telepathy on those who don't have it. In the past, it's led to war and death. Far too many of us ended up in concentration camps, placed there by those who feared our powers. We've learned to respect the privacy of other races. Learning the value of other people's privacy was a major step forward for us. We've learned that all people have a right to think freely without coercion or outside scrutiny. But if you're really determined, we can give it a try.
I would be honored to have you read my mind.
But only for a moment.
So?
That's sweet.
Lieutenant Monroe reporting, sir.
Good to meet you, Lieutenant. I have your teaching assignment. You'll be instructing the cadets in small unit tactics.
Sir.
I'm sure you'll be an asset to the Academy, Lieutenant.
Telsia to Monroe. Could you meet me in the courtyard? Starfleet's answered our petition.
Ground level.
Cadet Nikomo to the Engineering Replication Center.
Starfleet Command declined to hear our appeal.
I see.
What are you going to do?
What can I do?
Resign.
And that will get the team back how?
It'll show Stemmons the price of stupid decisions.
It'll show Stemmons he can bully us out of Starfleet. We end up paying the price, not him.
Until the Borg pay a little visit, or the Romulans, or...
The Dallas is a good ship. At least you're back in action.
If I accept. What if we both resign? At least we can be together.
It won't work. We both need Starfleet, or we'll go stir crazy.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll miss you.